Hello there. I just want to share information about this kale that I've been growing. I decided to share because since I wanted to grow some kale, I researched on the proper pH and ppm for kale, but sadly, information is hard to come by even in my favorite hydroponics guide online. So I decided to just go with it with lettuce formula or lettuce concentration for lettuce, and it's been doing well. uh, you can easily see the changes just a week from my previous video where I also showed this. So check out the root system. Now they eat lots of water since there's actually two of them in one container. I have seen advice that there should only be one kale per container, but since they're still young, I just go ahead with two in one container and just continuously refill. For the info on the concentration of the hydroponic solution, I'll show this to you. I have already mixed my hydroponic solution. I don't show you the bottles of the hydroponic solution, the manufacturers of the pH solution, pH down, or the hydroponic solution, because this is a non-sponsored video. So uh, I'll go ahead and pour some so we can check our ppm and TDS. I mean ppm and pH. Oh my god, so many terminologies, it's so confusing. uh, uh, I'm gonna move the camera so you can see clearly the readings on the pH and TDS meter. There you go. We have a reading of 719 parts per million. That is within the range of the recommended nutrient concentration for lettuce. That's what I use for my plants, and same for this kale. Next, we have to check the pH. There you go. A reading of, let's stabilize it a bit, 6.54. When you round it up, it's 6.5, within the borderline range of our accepted pH levels for growing in hydroponics. 6.5, 6.54, 6.51. Anyway, the readings on the pH sometimes is temperature dependent, but there you go, it's stabilized to 6.51. That is acceptable. Now I'm gonna transfer, I'm gonna refill the reservoir of the kale with this kind of hydroponic solution, with this kind of reading. I think my TDS meter just died on me. Hey, there you go. I'm gonna refill with this kind of reading. Here we are after a week. Our kale has obviously grown much bigger, but it is showing signs of nutrient deficiency in the newer leaves. So older leaves are fine, but the newer leaves are quite yellow, so maybe we will need to change the nutrient solution to a higher concentration. Maybe this time we'll go with, instead of 700 ppm, we'll try 800 and come back for another week to see the difference. Just to give you a zoomed view of the nutrient deficiency that I've been observing, here you go. It's the newer leaves are yellow in comparison to the older leaves that are perfectly green. So That's a sign of nutrient deficiency. Time to up our nutrient solution. And we're back with our kale. It didn't even take a week. They're growing too fast. They almost emptied the reservoir already. 5 days. So I have to refill again. Uh, see? Oh, you can't see. I'll give you a better view. So, here we are. Yeah, see, they have almost drank all of it. So, here's the observation after 5 days. The problem still persists. We still have somewhat deficient leaves. So, as you can see, it's not green enough compared to the first leaves. See, and see, there's obvious difference to the growth of the next leaves. So I think we should increase the concentration of the nutrient solution again. We came from 800. I think we need to go further. Okay, I went to my PC, did some reading about kale. It turned out kale is registered as a member of the cabbage family. No wonder I couldn't see or couldn't find kale listed in the hydroponics webpage that I use as reference for the ppm and pH. I should have used the formula for cabbage. So difference of what we're using, we are at 800 ppm, which is good for lettuce. Turned out cabbage needs double that amount. Cabbage needs 1,750 at minimum ppms to grow properly. So we're gonna go to that direction, but I don't want to go straight up 1,750 on my ppm. We do this gradually. So this week, let's do some reading. This week we're gonna use, there you go, 1,500 ppm. Where's our pH meter? pH at basically 6. Okay, we do this and we observe for another week. Hope that the leaves of my kale won't burn. Here they are. Get back there. Well, see you 1 week or maybe 5 days because they drink so much. And here we are after another week. There's really growth. Yeah, we're getting growth, but we are not addressing the deficiency issue. We still have yellowish leaves, even though we already raised the concentration of our nutrient solution. So I'm thinking this must be a sunlight issue, because this is living in a greenhouse. I think I have to move it somewhere where it can get more sun, but not getting but has enough shade to cover it from the rain. So we'll try that for now. Refill it with the same batch of 2000 ppm nutrient solution, and we'll get back by then. Well, here's an issue. Leaves that are not getting enough sun, they're they are turning yellow. I wish I have harvested this earlier so I could have made chips out of it, but for now we're gonna have to move it. Okay, we have been at it for 4 weeks already. We have substantial growth. The leaves have grown to a size where we can harvest them already, turn them into kale chips or something. From now on, I'll be sticking to the reading as shown last week, which was 2000 ppm and 7 pH. And it's safe to assume that that's the right amount of concentration for Chinese kale. This is Chinese kale. So we'll end the video here, and if you guys want to plant kale hydroponically, you can go ahead and use the readings of 2000 ppm and 7 pH, and it will give you this kind of growth. Maybe yours will be better if you have better sunlight in your house. Or maybe your results would differ if you are using a different hydroponics method. This is just a cracky method. Maybe if you do deep water culture, it will be better. And anyway, results always varies depending on your location, climate, temperature. Here in the city, Quezon City, Philippines, with sunlight of 12 hours a day. No. 6 hours a day. Direct sunlight 6 hours a day. This is the result. So, happy planting, guys.